I will be honest. I only have $700 in my bank account right now, as you can see. And I started off with $1,500. Now, this might be slightly shocking to some people, but for others, you may be in the same boat as me. But how does having less money affect a college student? And how can we alleviate some of this financial stress? College students struggle with financial stress in obtaining their needs and wants, and often this affects their academic and mental health performance. As per Inside Higher Ed, a college news company in 2023, 73% of all college students have experienced some sort of financial stress. What is financial stress? This could look like not being able to pay bills on time, such as a $500 bill being placed on you, or a fear of being dropped out because you can't pay the bills. This is all financial stress, and it's what many people deal with. And it can be smaller things as well. Financial problems mean students have less time to achieve academic success. So as per Inside Higher Ed in 2023, about 48% of students who reported that they experienced financial stress said that it affected their academic performance, which makes sense. Have you ever been studying and tried to focus, but maybe there's something else on your mind? Could have been anything. People experiencing financial stress often experience this chronically. Also, not being able to pay for textbooks, for example, can also affect your academic performance. So there's a correlation there. Financial problems cause psychological distress. According to a study done by the Journal of Family and Economic Issues, 2023, there was a significant correlation between a person's financial worries and psychological distress. In fact, this was done with 22,000 people on race, gender, and class. It all showed the same correlation. What this means is that financial struggle is a good indicator of psychological distress. Now that I have established a problem of financial stress, how might we alleviate this stress? The solution to this is to create a monthly budget using Excel and organize them around your needs, wants, and savings. So creating a budget on Excel is the easiest way to manage your money in college. According to the Educational Resources website, Best Colleges in 2024, the best strategy for college students is to create a monthly budget using 50% needs, 30% wants, and 20% savings. It might look something like this. A personal budget where you take all your expenses and all your income. And if you don't have an income, simply take what you have as savings beforehand. Maybe you have money saved up and divide it over the year, maybe over the semester, to create a monthly income. Then once you have that, you take every single expense you have and organize it into a need, a want, and of course you have 20% for savings. So a need is everything you have to keep on. 30% can be literally anything you want. It might look something like this. So, using a budget means students are better able to spend and save their money without the anxiety of running out. So according to a 2023 study by the Public Library of Science, people with financial literacy and self-budgeting were highly correlated with people who experience financial well-being. What this means is that budgeting and being aware of your money literally causes you to have better financial well-being. It's sort of like how we budget our calories. We all have a sort of innate understanding of what's a lot of food to be eating and what's not so much and we should be eating more. Once you start with self-budgeting, you start to do these mental things where you count your money and sort of understand what you need to spend over a day-by-day basis, what's too much, what's too little. So some problems people experience with this: one, they say they don't have access to Excel because it costs a lot of money. Two, they say it's too hard to use. Excel does have a lot of learning curves. So for the first part, this isn't true. Every single person here has access to Excel because the University of Illinois gives everyone free access to not just Excel, but Microsoft 365, which is the entire software. This means that you can just sign in using your U of I account and get it for free. Second of all, for using Excel, it can be difficult. However, this is a free Microsoft Excel spreadsheet Microsoft gives online to everyone for free that you can download. So it has everything already done. It can count up the totals for you, and it's as easy as copy and pasting it from your credit card website. It is that easy. So there really isn't any excuse not to be using this. So imagine you going shopping maybe for some new expensive sneakers, and you spend a lot of money, maybe you shouldn't have, and now you have to eat ramen for the rest of the year. You kind of regret it, but whatever. Now imagine that instead of doing that, you budgeted and spent 30% of your income that you budget over time and knew that you had that confidence to spend that money. So you buy the sneakers, but you know that you're not breaking the bank. This is a lot better of a way to spend your money because you can still go on a monthly spending spree and have the confidence to know that you're not breaking the bank and you won't have to ask your parents for money. So to conclude, our call to action is please go on to any credit card company's website or your credit card company's website and copy and paste every expense you have. Then take whatever income you have, divide it up. If you haven't downloaded Excel, scan the left barcode to get that, and scan the right one to download the free Excel budgeting template for everyone to use to achieve financial literacy and success. Thank you.